Broken open by the new. You know, it has been a long, cold winter. When we finally made it through, I feel so much better. Changing weather. I know I'm not the only one. Waiting by the window, trying to feel the sun. Or something good. I'm not the only one who fought that battle like a window cat, waiting for the spring to come. What's this feeling that I'm feeling? Tell me. What's this look on my face? Is my senses come alive? I believe again that everything's gonna be okay. Hope is rolling, I feel new. I don't remember. Till we finally made it through. You know, it was such a long, cold broken open by the new. You know, it has been a long, cold winter. When we finally made it through, I feel so much better. Changing weather. What's this feeling that I'm feeling? Tell me. What's this look on my face? Is my senses come alive? I believe again that everything's gonna be okay. I know I'm not the only one trying to feel the sun. I'm not the only one. Like a window cat, waiting for the spring to come.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Squeakers is muted, so that's a good way to start the show.
It didn't do it for some reason. See, I always have one screw up during the show. I swear.
That's all right. It's good to get it out of the way.
Right?
So Squeakers, I think you and I need to trade places. You're right below me, and I'm right below you over there. So that's weird. It's like we're being watched by ourselves.
That is a
So
little
for those of you watching, don't freak out. This is a Monday night, but we actually had to reschedule some things. So this is like a makeup podcast. But you know what? It is definitely worth the wait, in my opinion. Definitely worth the wait. Um, so a little backstory, real quick, before we bring our guests up. And there are multiple guests, so don't worry, guys. You don't have to just listen to me and Squeaks all night. But well, Squeaks, if she ever lets me get a word in. But hey Vicky. So this weekend,
Hey,
as some of
Vicky.
you may know, Mackenzie, myself, and our sister-in-law went to the beach. We just got away, had some fun, just needed some R&R. We tried to get the show going, but yeah, it wasn't happening. They forgot to put the quarter in the modem or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a turn crank. I don't know. But whatever the reason, it was crap. And you guys know this. If you guys don't get 100% from us, we ain't doing the show. And that's just the way it was. So, I mean, there was a really bad lag. Really bad. Squeakers was there. It was what, like a 30-second, 40-second lag?
Yeah. And the video was showing on my end, but not his end. So we were like, crap, that's not good. He's got to be able to
Yeah.
prove it.
Yeah, it kind of helps if I can see what's going on. So, but anyway, we have some amazing guests tonight. We actually, this was actually a referral, believe it or not. They came to us, and well, one of them did. One of them, right? Squeaks, you set all this up, so you want to
Yes.
give a little
Jason
something, something?
Newman came on and said that he wanted to bring himself and I'm sorry, is it the Warren Family Research?
We'll get them on. We'll get that, but no,
Yes.
SP
I know. I've had
SPIR.
cards today, so I apologize.
SPIR and
Thank you. Yes.
also Stokes production. There's English in here somewhere. Stokes Production Studio. So they've got a lot going on, and I see them backstage just chilling. So without further ado, let's bring them on. So let's start off with, what do you think, Squeaks? We'll do ladies first, as always.
Yeah.
What are you?
Yeah.
doing?
Why don't we?
What are you
Sorry, I
doing?
forgot my mouse clear over in the other room.
I just see the anyway. Thank God this isn't in VR, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, if my English is correct, Talia, welcome.
Hi there.
Thank you. Hi.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good.
Good. Glad to hear it. And this next guy has an amazing name. Absolutely amazing. Phenomenal name. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Archbishop Matthew James Rawcliffe. Matthew James. Awesome
Hi
name.
there.
Awesome
Hey,
name.
how you doing?
The pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
you for coming on. So, for those of you who don't know, our first and middle name are exactly the same. So,
Yep.
yeah, awesome. So this should be a great show. So, what do you guys think? Should we bring Ron up or no? I'll let you guys decide.
Yeah, we might as well.
All right.
Probably.
So, for everyone at home, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm Paracrew welcome to the man himself, Ron Stokes. What's up, brother?
Hey, man! Thank you for having us, man.
Hey, it's really no problem. You know, this show has started out a bunch of different ways, but the one thing that stayed the same is everyone's welcome. Doesn't matter your background. Don't care if you're a team or not. Even if you're in the field, you're welcome. So it's an honor to have you guys on. So,
Yeah.
as always, let's see who's in the audience. We got our girl Vicky. Vicky is one of our regulars. Hello, Vicky. And of course, the queen of paranormal herself, Patty Adams from the G team. Hi, Patty. Gotta hail the queen here real quick. So, guys, oh, there's David. David's jumping in. Thanks, David. Appreciate it. So, guys, tell us a little bit about your team first of all. Let's hear about S.P.IR.
All right. I'm Ron Stokes, Stokes Pro Studios. Stokes Paranormal Investigation Research started about 20 years ago, and I figured I needed a team to keep going. It's been 20 years, and I felt like it was good to end up grabbing up some some good people and taking them on these adventures with me. And so I joined up. Archbishop Rawcliffe is my demonologist, my demonology department, and also director of Myrtle Beach. Jason Newman is my upstate director, and I have Rachel Riggs that is in Charleston, and Talia is running Georgia, as well as our demonology department.
Man, y'all are spread out. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are.
and I also represent the Solomonic Order of Saint Michael the Archangel. I'm actually the new prior general of the order.
Well, I feel inadequate. No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
I didn't fill him in on a lot of things, guys. I'm leaving it as a surprise.
Yeah, he just keeps moving up, man. He goes straight to the top of taking care of so much. He deserves it. Chief Exorcist of South Carolina and Georgia for an international squad. Solomonic Order of St. Michael's Archangels.
Holy
And,
crap.
and
Yeah,
we
we,
also
we're
are
through the U.S. and internationally. We have another archbishop. He's part of the Warren Foundation, but Christian is in um, Colombia, South America.
Holy crap. You guys have a lot of reach. And, you know, it's funny you said about the Warren Foundation. I actually had the honor to speak with Christopher McCallum and a couple of his associates as well. And amazing group.
Yeah.
Kenneth
Lot of-
Torres was them is actually Archbishop Torres, and that's actually my assistant chief exorcist in the order.
the order, all part of the order of the Warren Legacy Foundation. Yeah,
That
we got
is awesome.
international help.
That is awesome. And it looks like you guys.
Europe.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ron, brother.
Turn it
You're
down,
you're on
please.
your cutoff.
You're good. I was just saying we are now international. We can help out with all kinds of issues all over the place.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And you know, it's funny. We'll get into this later, but that's also a part of a program that I heard that Squeakers was filling you in on a little bit. That's kind of what we're trying to do too, is reach out internationally. But I want to say you guys brought a fan club here. So
Yeah.
Hannah
And
giving some love.
across. on
Well,
our-
Hannah, welcome. Glad to have you here, and from Columbia area. Now, when you guys say like Myrtle Beach, are you talking like there's a couple of them? Which Myrtle Beach are we talking about?
South Carolina.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah,
Absolutely my favorite. I actually have family in Surfside Beach, and I'll tell you,
All right.
South Carolina is amazing, absolutely amazing. So, I guess we might as well just start off with the usual. We'll start with you, Talia. How'd you get into the paranormal? What was your thing? What got you going?
I was born male, and for a long time, my family was a big fattest family. It was wrong, it's wrong. And then I probably hit about 18 or 19 and went on my own path and opened back up my gifts. And I just seen too much. And I got to the point where I was doing readings and helping people, and it just wasn't enough for me because that's just all I want to do is help people. So I actually joined another place and left them and interviewed with Ron, and I'm here now and got put in the demonology department, and I'm actually loving it. I really do enjoy it, and I do so much every day, but I'm just a mom and I just work and take care of my kids, and she
She's
goes
She's
through.
she's actually my head researcher and secretary of the demonology department.
Very nice, very nice.
Worked hard. Her research has been just spot on.
Oh, she does phenomenal research.
I've
That's
had
awesome.
her look at it so far. I'm very happy.
That is awesome, and that is such an asset to have. I know when I've ran teams before, the most organized are my favorite because that's less I have to worry about. I hate paperwork. I absolutely hate it.
It sucks when you're the only one, man.
Oh,
Really does. Doing a lot.
See, he hates paperwork, but I've got like 2 or 3 calendars.
I
Plus
have a
this.
squeakers. I have a squeakers.
Squeaky, squeak, squeak.
It's funny
If I
because
don't see it right in front of me, I lose it.
I know the feeling.
it's funny because like I've said this on my show before. Like we'll have guests, and I'll just be looking through our schedule, and I'm going, "Wait, who is this?" And they're like, "Oh, it's this and this, this." I'm like, "Okay, who are they?" But you know what? That's cool. I love when that happens. I love when that happens. So Ron. Sorry, my boss is Ray. He just messaged me. Ron, it's been a night, folks. So, Ron, what got you into the field?
Well, I was basically bred into fire, man. I was put right into the middle of a paranormal situation when I was growing up. My grandmother's was talking to spirits. We had some good ones and some bad ones in the house coming to visit all the time. Radios would turn on in the middle of day and night.
Mm.
She'd be talking with people and telling me things that were coming to find out were very true. Only those voices coming through told her, so we knew that it was accurate at a point in time, that it was real. Um, just watched everything collide, with good and bad spirits being around somebody. You know, it was kind of a leech situation. Whenever she got closer to the veil, it started a little bit of a chain reaction of more of bad things happening. Things were
Okay.
pushing her around in the middle of the place to where she was falling and busting herself up. She was old and brittle, but she was so strong. She was one out uh, one out of 9 kids in Blacksville, Georgia, as a farmer girl, and she was a huge, strong Christian and pushed that to the max. And seeing the way that she was able to deal with it was a very good opportunity, because now as an adult I can appreciate the people that actually do it a lot more when I was in my 20s and 30s. But I got attacked by it in my 20s, way after my grandmother passed away. Really, I was working out of town, and we stayed at the crappiest motel room that there ever could be in the middle of Lancaster County. It was a rickety-dink shack-looking place that only had 6 doors, and it was a big pink wall. That's all you saw from this. 6 doors and a window for the clerk, and we were staying across the street from a place called the Alligator Grill, where they have the really good steaks that you can, if you kill that thing off in
Mm.
less than an hour, you put your name on a plaque.
Ooh.
45 minutes if you kill off a 32-ounce sirloin, but it's got to be that baked potato and that salad as well. And I got 45 minutes to, and so after that, I wanted to go and lay down. And I went to the motel room, laid down, and all of a sudden, I found myself waking up and getting smothered by my covers. And there was nobody else in this motel room, and it cut off the circulation. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, oh, I was strangled, and and I ended up throwing a whole bunch of punches at this dark, shadowy mass that was just as tall as the ceiling to this little rinky-dink motel room. And I can remember watching it just disappear as I'm throwing these punches and thinking to myself, man, I'm going nuts. I'm going crazy. There ain't nothing happening like that. That's just my imagination. This. I'm going back to sleep. And so I tried to lay back down. And as I was closing my eyes and feeling myself about to go back to sleep, I could feel the covers try to do it one more time. And it reached up to about right here. And I was just like, nope, that's not happening. That's not
Mm.
happening. So I got up and I left that room. Didn't really sleep any at all the rest of that night. And the next day I was talking about it at work. Um, and I talked about it at the gas station down the road from where we worked at an old place. And So while we were talking about this experience and what happened to me, the clerk is listening to me, and he sat back and he said, "Look, man, somebody died in that room like a month and a half ago." And me and my buddy that I work with was just like, "How about that? Ain't that something, huh?" And so my boss man was wanting to get on out before finishing up with work. He was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna grab your stuff out of the room, and we're gonna split right after you clocked out on the job. We're good. We can go back home." I'm like, "All right, cool. Go ahead. You go and get my stuff for me. Go ahead. Let's see what you do in there." He's a big, tall, lurch guy that was like 6'7". So I knew a big guy like that walking in there was going to intimidate whatever this thing was. And and whenever he comes back, he had this look on his face. Like, whoa, whoa,
Mhm,
oh,
mhm.
what in the world? And I was like, what you got that O face for? And big man was like, well, the cleaning lady was there while I was grabbing up your gear, and and there was this uh bloody rock in the sock. Man, did you attack somebody last night? I said, no, no, I did not attack somebody. He's like, well, there was this dried up bloody rock in the sock, and it was inside in between these mattresses on the bed that you were sleeping on. I was like, yeah, I figured something like that would be there. Let me see it. And he had it. He took it with him, and he thought he was doing me a solid. I'm like, no, brother, it's not mine. and uh, and so we were looking at this thing in the back of the work truck, and yeah, we cut it open, and it was a dried up, bloody rock in the sock. And it goes to show you, you never know whenever you're going to stay in a motel room what's going to happen to you.
100%.
We'll leave the light on for you. We'll right.
Some
And
people will leave the light on.
I slept in a
so
hotel room.
after that, I pretty much just promised myself that I needed to help people that would probably freak out in that situation, have torment or PTSD.
Yep.
There's a lot that goes into being this team right here. It's also about people needing each other at a certain point in time, dealing with experiences that nobody else is going to be dealing with. There's only a few people you really even want to talk to about that. That not going to look at you like you're crazy every day.
Exactly.
So getting together with these 20 people, I'm very proud of. They do it hard. I perform. They work hard. They deserve it. I give them those shots. You want to go into a 300-year-old haunted house? Here you go. You deserve it.
It's funny you're talking about like 300+ year old houses and stuff like that. Like I said, I just was on vacation. The entire way back, I was sitting there like, okay, is that haunted? Is that haunted? Is that haunted? Like I always do that, and I don't know why. Archbishop, it's your turn, and I actually have kind of a two-part question for you.
All right.
So, original question, what got you into the field? But the other thing I want to ask is kind of something that happened with me. So I found that being in the paranormal field actually led me closer in my walk and closer in my religion. Do you have you felt the same thing, or what? How do you feel religion and the paranormal tie in personally?
Um, well, first thing with me, I mean, I started out with the Roman Catholic Church originally, and some things happened there that things caused me to leave the Roman Catholic Church and go with the Independent Catholic Church. Myself and a couple other priests were canceled, and some other things that had happened that led us to go independent. And I did study in Italy under some pretty well known folks that were. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would know what I know today. And I mean, it's not something that I was really wanted to do. I was kind of voluntold by my bishop that that's what we're going to do now. And so I started doing exorcisms. And really, I mean, I didn't even do my first one for probably 3 or 4 years into learning it. And then I was just kind of like trial by fire type of thing. I'll go. It's supposed to be a house blessing. I got there and then was not even close. And I called for backup, and they're like, "Oh, you can handle it."
How many
Okay.
of those have you had?
Where I've walked in and it was something different.
Yeah.
Quite a few. Quite a few. Quite a few. I don't know if I'd have a direct number, but it's been quite a few. But I don't know. It's led me to be closer to God. That's for sure. It's led me to believe a lot more, and that's 100% right there. I mean, I was a skeptic at heart at first until some of the things that I've had happen to me happened, and there's no way you can't believe after seeing what some of the things I've seen.
Yeah, I was the same way when I first started. Like, I it's funny. None of you mentioned one of the most common things we hear about. You watch the shows. That's usually our number one answer. You know, I watched the shows. It got me sparked, and yeah, blah, blah, all that good stuff. But that's how it was with me. Like, I started out honestly the same way, just like you, Archbishop. I just I was very skeptical. I was like, I don't know, but the real for me for the paranormal to call something paranormal, if you can't debunk it, you're still left with questions. Then yeah, well, same way. I had so many experiences that it's like, okay, yeah, well, let's take a step back.
Yeah.
Which actually is going to lead to my next question. And Ron, I'm going to start with you this time. So we like to ask this question: what has been your moment to where you would almost need a change of pants, so to speak? What's one of those that was like no, and you can't use the same answer for the sheets.
All right, I was happy to board my brown pants one day. Um, it was a investigation where there was a very old, ancient Indian problem on land. It ran through the Trail of Tears. If you're familiar with the Trail of Tears, it ran down from everything in North Carolina straight through the center, down in a line to Columbia, and then it takes a left and shoots out the state. And right at that elbow was where I was. And um, it went from me going through at least a cleansing for these people to all of a sudden a dark entity was channeling. A dark entity was channeling this lady, and it wasn't good. It's never a good moment. Um, it's some seeing somebody at their worst. It's never good, and it's not something you know it's not something that should even be publicized at all. People dealing with that. That's not the proudest moment. They shouldn't, be put in public. This lady was all of a sudden talking in third person, and she was saying, "She's mine. You can't have her." Um, and then she tried to claw her throat out. She was clawing her throat out, and her husband restrained her, and she tried to chew his arm off. And it took me about 30 minutes holding holy water to her to get that thing separated. It was a really crappy experience for anybody to have to deal with when they're walking in to a place just wanting to do some paranormal investigating. And then it just goes straight from oh, we might have something here to no, yep, here's a crap storm brewing right there on the spot. And I didn't even find out half of the research until after I left. That's what that's what this turned out to be. There was a lot of things that I was brought in for, but it turned out there was just so much more history with her, things that she had going on in her past that had attachments, a cult. There was Ouija board involved, and there was a entity in the living room, in the bathroom, and over by this back door. 3 people had been shot. And one was, I think it was like a bad drug dealer or something like that. Guy got taken into the back bathroom and executed at the back of the head, and the gunshot was going through the tub. And a lady was executed at the back door. There was a gunshot through the window of the back, and there was a gunshot through the living room into a back bedroom where a child was born. So this thing had been taking people for a long time, and it was just allowed for way too long. Shut it down. It was a moment where you find out who you're really going to be. In this business, you're either going to be a ghost hunter that gets scared and runs away for the rest of his days, like, no, I don't want to do this no more. I'm good now. Or it's one of those moments where you step up and you know how to help out from here on. You do what you got to do when you got to do it. Just know.
That's why we tell people to be careful and not do stuff that they don't know, because it can really hurt somebody,
Yep.
including
They-
themselves.
Stay in your comfort zone. Stay in your comfort zone. If you feel any certain way about anything, get out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've had to tell people no before because I'm like, I'm not that experienced. So now that I know who you guys are,
Yeah. Don't because bad things can happen.
It's
You
awesome
have
connection.
somebody there to vouch for you.
Yeah.
That's the way it
Thank
is.
you, David. So, Archbishop, your turn. So, and I hate asking this question, but have you had any experiences that you were just like, I gotta back away?
Well, it's one of my first ones that I was on. I wasn't even the exorcist in charge. I was just assisting, and it was an 11-year-old child. I'm not gonna lie about that. It was an 11-year-old little girl, and they had her strapped down. She broke the straps, threw a 200-pound man across the room, and I got hurt, and another priest got hurt who was about 215 pounds, got thrown about 5 feet, and she broke through a plate glass window and ran off.
Dang.
An 11-year-old, 90-pound little girl. Yeah. One of those that there's no possible way that should ever been able to happen.
No.
No. My niece can't even pick me up, so that's.
And I'm not gonna lie, that was the first time I actually went and assisted with an exorcism. I'm not gonna lie, that made me pee myself.
So then let me ask, when that happens, like, and I've always been curious about this because they have been known to have, extra human strength, we'll just put it that way, and have different abilities. If somebody gets away like that, what's the protocol? Like, do you guys chase after them? Call the
Depends on the
authorities?
situation. Situation dictates. It all depends.
Okay, I was just curious about that because I know
I knew an exorcist. I'm not gonna say any names, but I knew one that gave chase to one, and she ended up jumping off the bridge and committing suicide.
Ugh.
And that's the last thing that we ever want. So usually,
Of course.
no, you're not going to give chase because something like that could happen or what have you.
All right, yeah, that was just something I've always been curious about. Talia, your turn. What's been the I need a new pair of pants moment for you?
Honestly, it was some research that I had done recently. It wasn't actually in the house, although I'd been out to the property that I was researching.
Mhm.
It was the research, and what I found in the research that made me absolutely crazy. I had a hard time finding the research. I had looked everywhere. I'd actually gone to the place, the city that it was in. They had turned me away, and I finally had to call in to somebody else that I knew and say, hey, look, this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. Help. And when they started giving me information, I almost fell out of my chair. It was that moment of, now I understand why everything is the way that it is at this place. And I had been out to the property and I knew it was bad because I could feel it and it was nasty. But that confirmation of the information was that moment of, oh crap, nope, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm done. This is too much.
I love it. See, don't feel bad. I don't want to say I was hesitant, but that's the only way I can describe it. I was a little put back with some of the clients I've had, where you hear that and it's like, yeah, and we've all heard the let's just say it, demonic term being thrown around a lot in our field, but I don't know, like you hear it so much that I don't want to say you become numb to it, but you just kind of like, okay, yeah, well, we'll take care of you, no big deal. Until I walked in. I took, I think, 3 steps in, and I was like, yeah, give me a second. All right, now everyone's coming in. What's up, everybody? Diane, Joe, what's up? Angelina, bad to the bone, what's up? All right, guys, so we're about the halfway point. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick commercial break. Do not go anywhere. We've got a video from the Global Ghost Hunt and also Para Unity Day. When we come back, we're actually going to find out what is the future that these guys have. What we're going to do a little fortune telling, but we're going to let them tell it. See how that works? So we're going to hear about their up and coming stuff. So do not go anywhere. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And while you're looking and listening, because don't leave, you want to still watch, don't forget to write down for later to look up S.P.IR and give them some love. So we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with S.P.IR, and so far we've heard about the history, but we're going to talk about the future. But before we do, I want you guys to do something for me. Um, we have someone in the background that popped in just at the beginning of the first video, and I always love listening to teams introduce themselves. So I love the name Gaming Mijo.
Gaming me, Joe.
So
Mio.
they're in the dark, but
Oh yeah, I'm in an Uber ride right now.
oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll be at my hotel in just a minute, but I still wanted to just pop on anyway. I was like, oh, I almost forgot the show's about to begin.
Yeah.
Hey, no
Coming
problem.
live from Louisiana.
So who do we got? Who's in the dark?
Emilio.
Emilio.
That's right, it's me, Emilio, YouTube name Gaming Me Joe,
Mijo. Okay, I thought it was Mijo.
YouTube extraordinaire.
Well, welcome to the show. So
I'll be in the light soon enough. Give me
He's
about like
producer.
3 more minutes.
Yeah, he's producer
Well,
for
now
us.
you-
3 videos. Fun
very
time.
nice, very nice.
All of our
So,
public adventures.
so there was a missed opportunity. He said about being in the light. I was half expecting maybe Archbishop or Ron, maybe you saying, "Don't head towards the light. Don't head
I
towards the
bit my
light."
tongue.
I love it. Let's see. That was weird. I have a comment that came up on that. Oh, there it is. Marie Hess says hello to Emilio. So, Emilio, before we continue on, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good.
All right, can y'all see me now?
Yeah, there he is.
All right. So I am currently in probably the most haunted city in the United States. I'm talking about a little place called New Orleans, Louisiana. And I'm out here working on an episode now. We just got back from yesterday. And gonna be checking out some of the cemeteries out here. You guys already know the Stokes team back in Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm out here kind of doing a solo one right now. Oh, I'm finally back in my hotel room. Yes.
You know, I have to say, guys, I love this man's energy.
Okay, I won't. All right.
Fun time. Always.
You know, I kind of do this for a living. Something tell y'all, man, y'all need to check out my channel. I do this live all the time.
I need to hook you up with one of my boys. His name's Victor Santiago from the Don Vic Show. I gotta hook you up. You, Victor, and his co-host IG. Y'all would get along.
Definitely check out the channel, man. Me and Stokes got all our episodes on my channel. We've done about 12, 13 investigations together, 13 episodes.
So far, yeah, we've got plenty of them that haven't made it to the video.
Yeah, and still got like 5 of my own personal solo ones. Well, this would be like the 5th solo one that I haven't even pushed out yet. Me and Stokes, and then what, Stokes? We got like 2 or 3 I haven't pushed out yet. I got a lot of editing to do when I get back home. But I'll be here in Louisiana until Friday.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, speaking of future episodes and everything else, what's on the list? What can everyone expect to see from y'all?
Our October is completely booked.
Oh God. Let's see. So we just got done. Well, they did an episode without me. Fuckers. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
I don't
At
care.
the Dunbar house. They went to the Dunbar house without me.
No, it was the Disney house.
So I got
Charles-
to edit that up for them. That was in Charleston, right?
It was
Me and Stokes have been to the Charleston City Jail. We've been on the Navy base. We've been to West Virginia's prison. God, where have we been, Stokes?
we went to the battleship USS Yorktown.
Oh, that's on my list.
You know,
I've personally been to Gettysburg,
Same.
main battlefield. That place is epic.
You'll love this.
America's-
I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm
I've got
literally
about-
like an hour and a half from Gettysburg.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah,
Well,
we
you saw the video. You saw the Pair Unity Day video. That's where
yeah.
we're going. September 26th and 27th. September 26th will be at the Bloomsburg Fair. It's literally like this is PA right here. You can't really see all my logo. I'm right
Okay.
about dead center of the state. So we have a fair on the 26th, and we're all doing a big old meet and greet. And then 27th, we're gonna go hit up Gettysburg and just tear that place up.
I bet that's gonna be
Oh man. Okay,
Oh,
so let me give y'all guys a little tip when y'all get to Gettysburg. Let me give y'all some hidden info that I went on a ghost tour on. So y'all guys ain't got to worry about taking no tour. When y'all get there, y'all will already know. When you get to Gettysburg, when you get to that bridge, that red
Mhm.
barn looking bridge. So when
Mhm.
you first get to it, there's a trail right before you get on the bridge. It's like a walking bridge. You know what I'm saying? It's a haunted bridge. You see it in all the photos, everything. But there's a trail into the woods right there in front of the bridge. If you go down that trail, and you'll come across this big old dead tree. And if you
Mhm.
look up in that tree, you will see an Indian woman's face in the tree. That tree is supposedly cursed, and you do not touch it. I took pictures of this tree, and this picture will not. This tree will not show up in pictures. It will be completely black. I don't know why, but every time I've taken pictures of it, it comes out black. And I've taken like Polaroid photos of it, and it won't not
Somebody's
come
gonna
out.
touch it.
Well, it just happens. My girlfriend's brother touched it, and he had nothing but bad shit happen to him afterwards. So
That's called,
don't
that's
touch
called adulting
tree.
for me.
Do not touch the
Yeah.
tree. I also, when I was walking through those woods, got the contact. I was using the SB7, and I heard a little girl's voice come through. I was like, "Daddy," and my dumbass, not knowing any better, it's like my first, second time going ghost hunting. I'm like a level 10 of a fucking haunted place, and I hear a little girl call out, "Daddy,"
Wasn't a little
and
girl.
I was like, "Oh, come here, little girl, come here, I'll be your daddy,"
Don't do that. It's
not
never a
knowing
little
that
girl.
I was gonna have an attachment. So I ended up getting an attachment of a little girl who followed us home all the way back to South Carolina.
Which wasn't a little girl.
Yeah, no, it was
You
not
know,
a little girl.
Raymond, if you're listening, I think I found a third for our little adventures.
So yeah, because I'm retarded. I don't care. So I also caught my very first. Well, actually, I didn't catch it. My girlfriend Melissa caught it. Our very first Class A EVP. We're walking through the woods. When you go across the bridge, you take a right. You walk down a trail. You'll find the trail and it'll take you to another bridge. In the woods, you'll see like weird little huts, right?
Mhm.
Little teepees almost.
Mhm.
And right there, our ghost tour guide's devices were going off. She was like, "Oh, I see you. You're right here with us. Come over and talk to us." And then you see an orb fly by the screen because my girlfriend was recording at the time. And when the orb flies by, the screen does like this weird glitch on the side of it, like a movie almost. Like I was like, "How did that happen?" And then a whisper comes right up to the phone and says, "Judgment's here."
Ooh.
And my girlfriend all of a sudden just felt weird, and she was like, I don't like this. I don't feel good. I don't like this." And she didn't hear it until we got back home and we started looking over our evidence and started looking at videos. Oh, yo, I was like, "Did you say this? Was this you?" She was like, "No. Why would I even say something so random like that?" And after looking at the video, I still have it on like my Instagram. It's so good. You can see the orb, you see the glitch on the screen, and then you hear this woman's whisper that sounds nothing like her say that. And then a year later, I put that same video on an audio dialer to up the audio up a little bit more.
Mhm.
Found out there was more to it. There was voices saying, "Help us, help me." I was just like, wow, I didn't realize how much we had caught when we were out there in Gettysburg. So
Gettysburg is a
definitely
lot of fun. Gettysburg is a lot of fun. I have seen apparitions. I've seen soldiers basically walking through some of the walking trails back through there. I've heard cannon fire. I've seen a lot there, a lot, and I absolutely love it. But the main thing is, you know, a lot of people never get the chance to. And some of these ghost tours, like I lived in San Diego for 9 years. Some of the ghost tours, give me a piece of equipment, I'll show
right?
you a ghost tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
figured, you know what? Let's all just go and just tear it up, have some fun. Screw the
And
ghost
see,
tours.
that's the thing I
Do whatever
wish
you want.
could happen here. I'm noticing here while I'm here in Louisiana, there's a whole bunch of ghost tours, but they don't let you in anywhere. Like even the cemetery closes early. They don't let you in at any of the spots. You have to take ghost tours. They don't allow you in any of the buildings at all whatsoever. It's almost kind of a drag because we got to see most of the ghost tours as we was just walking through and we came across. What was the name of that mansion? The Lalaurie Mansion. And just seeing that building, definitely dark vibes with that place. I don't know if y'all guys know about that. That was on American Horror Stories season. Like season 2 or 3. I don't remember which one.
My wife I do too. We love American Horror Story.
Oh yeah, it's great. I just was kind of surprised, but I was taking some photos, and some photos that I did take. One of our team members was like, "Yo, I think you got something." And I was like, "What?" And she zoomed in, and it looked like a face on the second floor, just peeking out. Like all you see is just the eyes and the top of the head. And I was like, "Nice." I was like, "You got that?" And she took the same photos. She didn't get that.
That's cool.
So, I don't know. Probably gonna try to hit up the cemetery or something out here tomorrow, or anything that's locally close by. But I didn't want to do any of the ghost tour doors. They're just really just walking around the block telling you stories.
Yeah,
I'm kind of good on that. I'm too fat for all that. I want to get in action.
right. Same. So what else you all got going on? What does everything else look like? You kind of touched on it a little bit. Anything big, exciting?
There is a upstate conference that's happening with our team at the Belmont Motel over there in Abbeville, and I'll be lead investigator running that for a Friday night. And
oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Locations there. I don't know the Charles Dendy House. We're actually first on the list of paranormal investigators to be able to do that place. I don't know if that one's going to be ready yet. He's renovating it, and last time there was no power, no AC, and I mean 9 people on the team tried to walk in there. 4 of them walked out.
Yeah, I still can't wait to look at that footage.
Yeah.
Well, I've also got footage from when me and her went by ourselves. We went to Americus, Georgia, and we stayed at the haunted hotel there. What was that called? Not the Belmont, because that's where he went. I don't remember the name of it. But there was an abandoned hospital we went to, which was totally like abandoned and like doors flung right off. No trespassing signs or nothing. We just walked right on in. Saw some crazy shit in there. Smelled like straight human feces in a second floor. And then we saw a dog's paw, like a dog's arm, like half bone, half paw. A cat's ear hung in the doorway. Massive amounts of dog shit in the room itself. It looked like somebody had kept an animal there and probably did something to it. I don't know, but the place definitely gave me the creeps. She wanted to go in the basement. I was like, yeah. Oh, you did go in the basement? Yeah, I didn't. I was like, no, I'm good.
So Talia, what do you got on your roster? What can we expect seeing from you?
I have no idea yet. To be honest,
running a lot of Georgia cases.
I'm going. Yeah, I am going to be at the Belmont with Ron on that Friday night, and I just literally do stuff and wait for them to go. Hey, here we go. Got another one. Here's your address. Get started.
Very sporadic. It is very, very sporadic.
Yeah.
So
I don't know yet. I'll find something.
So
and
let me guess. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So let me guess. These guys are the ones that'll just pull up to your house and say, "Let's go." You have 5 minutes. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers.
Ron doesn't like to talk about this, but have any of y'all ever been hit with trespassing for going someplace you weren't supposed to go?
Once. once.
Same. We can say you ain't a true ghost hunter unless you get hit with it at least once.
Well, for those of you who I have said before not to trespass, in my defense,
He's got to clear it up.
leave me alone. I have somewhat of a reputation. So the trespassing sign.
I didn't say it. You said it.
The no trespassing sign actually fell off the fence and was laying face down. We saw it. We saw the sign laying there. We picked it up, looked at it, and went, "Oh, it says no trespassing." Yeah, let's just bury that. We don't see that.
I can literally say on our terms, it was a new team member that told us about this place. We totally saw the no trespassing signs, but we didn't think like it was going to be that bad. We got about a good hour in there before the cops were calling us. I was just like, "You're not going to follow any place you call out anymore."
We were there for an hour and it got dark on us. That's it. We were ready to go anyways.
Yeah.
So
But it was good though. It was still good. We still got stuff off that. I made a pretty good episode.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Evidence is evidence.
I even showed the cops at the end. Played bad boys. Bad boys.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
It's a lot better than
Short guys.
I can just
Emilio,
imagine it.
At hotel and
Huh?
Americus is called. You should ask somebody who's from Georgia what haunted hotels are where.
Yeah, I got Melissa looking it up right now. Trying to remember.
It's the Windsor.
The Windsor. That's it.
WINSOR.
That's the
Windsor.
You know, I just have this really funny image, and I'm gonna try it next time I'm out. But you're in like the wooded area or like in a trail somewhere. You see the cops pull up, and you just start blasting Bad Boys.
Oh man,
I'm gonna try that.
unless you want to get their attention.
I'm gonna try that.
And you're gonna get a ticket for.
No, I'll just start walking out of the woods, just all puffed up, arms swinging, just like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
So-
Oh no.
It's not what they were expecting, that's for sure.
Stays with
Yeah.
So, Archbishop, what about
really-
you? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Amelia. What was that?
Oh no. No, I was gonna say Stokes doesn't like to talk about that episode. I was like, maybe sometimes it happens, you know, but it makes for great entertainment.
So, Archbishop, what are you up to? What do you got next on your plate?
Well, we just launched a website for the order. It's www.sosmausa.com. And so we pretty much got that going on. And I mean, running the ministry. I mean, got a lot of things going on here and there and across the U.S. too. So
Very nice. And I heard a little
and we
rumor.
got a new radio show too. Myself and Stokes. Special. The debut of it is going to be August 4th, Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's at Paranormal King Radio Network. And it's going to be the Demonology Corner is the name of the show.
Yeah,
Very nice.
give Spur.
That's going to be every second and fourth Thursday of the month.
Well, you guys are more than welcome to share that out on any of my social media. I will even say if you go to a page we have, it's called P3 Family. It is a public page. You're welcome to share whatever you guys like. You are more than welcome to.
Very cool.
Okay,
Putting on the Paracrew.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me,
Absolutely.
we got plenty.
Links, man.
Share away. Share away. Have fun with it. So we're going to end the night, but I have two more questions. And the first question, I wouldn't be me without stealing our boy Brian Joan Laverty's question. But it's one of my favorites. It's a great question, and I want to start with you, Talia. So the question is this. If you could go anywhere you like to investigate, money is no object, you have all the time in the world, everything's taken care of, what's on top of your bucket list?
Ooh,
What's on
Curious.
top? Oh, easy.
curious minds want to know.
Easy. Going to Waverly Hills and Kentucky.
You
I
better
want
hurry
to go
up.
see that at the same time.
You
I
better
have been
hurry up
wanting
from
to
what
see
I
that
heard.
place for years. I have researched it. That is where I'm going. And number
The
two
guy
would
that
be
started
Amityville.
Spur was
That's just
going
my
over
two
there a long
top
time ago.
picks.
Good job.
Amityville's definitely a good one.
That's a good
Real
one on
good one.
the list right there.
Very good.
One of the guys that founded Spur with me actually went there with him and his wife, and he lost his entire family in that little trip there.
Mm.
He just barely gets the chance to even see his kid. His wife and him split all after that night. So you go in and protect
Hmm.
them. It's one
I
of
would,
those.
I would definitely go.
We've got some imagery of the tunnels where you walk through the stairway, and him and his wife was up and down in the middle of that hallway there, and have something come out of the wall into the stairwell and shoot straight up towards the camera. And I would reveal it, but I think I'm going to leave that for him. I just saved it for him. But it's a really good one if you want to go to that stairwell right there. You're going to get some shots of live activity all the time in that area.
Okay.
Falls.
Archbishop, what about you? Where are you off to?
Pretty much be right here in Myrtle Beach. I don't go far.
All right. Nothing on top of your bucket list? Nothing overseas? Nothing fun and exciting?
No, I've traveled all over the world and all over the United States. I mean, I did 9 years in the Marine Corps, so
Yeah, he
I
was
knew I liked
I've gone a lot of places. So
he was traveling.
Oh, here. Then I knew I liked you for a reason. I'm a CB.
oh god,
Uh-huh.
and we stole a lot of stuff from them I was in Camp Fallujah. We stole all kinds of stuff from them in Camp Fallujah.
You know,
We pretty much built the ITC because of them. Well, we didn't steal anything because the Marines don't steal. We tactically acquire stuff.
Yeah, and we acquired it right back. I can guarantee you. There was probably some things you guys were missing.
No.
No.
Oh,
the bees let me down then. You know what?
Yeah, I was there in the ITC for a little while after Fallujah.
Man, I got a story for you, but we'll do this after the show. But for those of you who want to know what the CBs are like, look up CBSEABEE train
Pretty
robbery.
much contractors with guns.
Yeah, pretty much. And an alcohol problem. There's never enough. But so the short version is a group of CBs stole a train, filled it with alcohol, and took it back to base. They were only supposed to go for recon, just to look and scope some things out. No, they found a bunch of alcohol and they stole a train to bring it back. Yeah, it's a great story. Ron, what about you? Where are you off to?
Well, like I said, man, we're going to go and take over a whole town. It's not just going to be one location. It's going to be several, 4 city blocks full of Abbeville. We're just going to take it over in the middle of October. And there's going to be somebody there doing podcasts all over the place. There's going to be people coming in, guest star investigators, great teams that are going to be hanging out for that conference. It's really educational. And we got to get together with all the community of people as much as possible, and make sure that education can continue to the next generations.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
That and a bunch of residentials all the time, and a lot of residential cases.
So, are you a bigger fan of residentials, or are you more commercialized?
Well, I like to do the commercial cases. We've had quite a few. There's a haunted restaurant in Lexington that's going to be pretty fun, and we're going to do a Monster Mash team up with a team in Florida with that one from the Warren Foundation. That's coming up.
Very nice.
And there's a lot to do with the commercial industry. We just got done with one of the strangest commercial cases, a piercing party.
Very nice.
Easy.
There's a team that we work very closely with called Minnesota Spirit Hunters, and actually Marcus Welly, he was on a little bit earlier. I don't know if he still is hiding. and Kara. They're both from the Minnesota Spirit Hunters. They had a tattoo parlor, a haunted tattoo parlor. I was like, I want to go. Take me with. Can I come, please?
All it takes is one tattoo of a Ouija board on somebody, and it's on. And that room's just going to start going bang.
I'm
So
okay.
Squeaks.
Yeah.
So Squeak. No, I was thinking, Lurker likes unconventional.
Yes.
Maybe we can talk him
I'm
into it.
a lot of tech building right now. Man, we got
I
some
thought you were looking at me because I'm completely tatless.
No, I was thinking.
how to build a wonder box, and I hope she takes my word for it.
Y'all want to laugh? I've been tattooing for 19 years.
I really like this Marine down here.
I like
But I
that
will
too.
not tattoo Ouija boards or demons on people.
You know, I was just thinking. We have another co-host. His name's Carlos, but we call him Lurker. He's actually run right below you. I'm thinking, how much bribery do you think we could do to get him to get a Ouija board tattooed on his belly?
I done gave this man ideas.
That's dangerous. That is very
Lurker,
dangerous.
I have nothing to do with this.
Yes, she does. She gave me ideas. She's texting me.
I
Now, the
didn't-
worst thing to do is to give me ideas because I will make it.
Slapped it to the back of the guitar, and that's the only one. That's it.
So, Emilio, what about you, brother? What's on top of your list? What's on your top of your bucket list?
Emilio.
Um,
So that's for sure.
my top bucket list where I really want to go is probably going to have to be the Goldfield Hotel.
Mm.
That's where I want to go.
I'd like to go where The Shining was filmed. That's one of my goals.
Oh, it's too cold. I don't want to get locked in there in the winter time.
With
I
a
know.
couple teams later on.
I want to go. The Stanley Hotel? Absolutely.
It's time. It's gonna happen. We're gonna take
Absolutely.
over the whole
Ron
U.S.
said The Shining.
Oh, yeah.
Stanley. We actually have team members that his family has been investigating that for I don't know how long, but a long time, long enough to grab up all kinds of good evidence. So yeah,
Right?
since I've seen it, there was this one creepy photo of this hallway where it looked like an old
Ron said The Shining.
yeah, there you go, The Shining. But yeah, there's this one creepy photo that she showed me from there that was really cool. It's really cool. There's like this old lady that was popping out from a doorway in the middle of this hall, but it's nothing but a shadow figure of her.
Mhm.
And she's got like an old serving tray of like carrying food out from the room
Ooh.
and going straight through the door and nothing but shadow.
That would have been a trip.
It's a very
Hmm.
cool.
Well, I guess you could say kind of in a way like, I guess I'm kind of on a trip right now. I don't come back to Columbia, South Carolina till Friday. So I'm out here just exploring my vibes. I got till Friday to find a good location here in Louisiana. Anybody got any tips for me?
Actually,
Anybody got any locations I can go check out?
It's a
There-
plantation over there.
there's a gentleman.
St. Bernard's
Oh,
Parish. That
Well,
was
see, here-
real
there's-
messed up during Katrina. St.
There's
Bernard's
someone
Parish
that we've had.
most messed up during Katrina, and I was there for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was there
You know-
when the Marines had they had gave the Marines what is it called martial law.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
I was
about
there
taking
for
a
that.
tour through the Katrina and taking a look at that tomorrow.
St. Bernard's Parish was the worst of the worst.
I saw
Really?
pop up
Yeah, I was
on
there.
to go that had a really good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
being here, I can definitely tell like a lot of stuff is still not fixed. Still have a lot of buildings that are still in disarray. And the one thing I really notice is there's like a lot of homeless people. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like
know-
more than usual.
Yeah,
Amelia, if you
it's
wanna-
It's pretty bad.
If you want a nice little tour, there is a gentleman that I don't really think we can call him a gentleman. There's a buddy of ours that we had on our show. His
He's like,
name's
there's
Howard.
a guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. His name's Howard Petrie. He runs Paranormal Swamp Talk and a couple other podcasts, and they're from Louisiana. They're in where you're at.
Okay, might need
You
to send me some digits or something.
Yeah.
Maybe I can link up with him this week.
Yeah. I'll send you. I'll share his profile on our little chat, and you look him up. Tell him I sent you.
All right, I will, because I need something to investigate out here. Everything else is kind
There
of
was
like
a lady that popped up with
shut
something
off.
a second ago. Malvern Manor, I think you said.
And
Yep.
I think I shared our thing for Minor Rod's radio show. Share that on that little chat. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yep. I'll post that right on
I was just
Paranormal.
making sure I'm just
Yep.
making sure y'all got it on. I got it on there right.
Yep. I
I'm not
will.
good with technology.
Same. If it works, I'm happy.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna
I'll make sure.
paranormalking.com Thursday night. It's gonna be fun.
So all the information can be found. We'll put it on the Pair Crew podcast. We'll put it on P3 Family. We'll just share it out. So if you
Awesome.
see this,
Thanks.
you'll see it. So the biggest question of the night, though, guys, and this is for each and every one of you, part 2. You guys up for a part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I hope you are. We got a lot of people.
definitely.
Well, it's in a little joke. That's kind of a little inside joke, folks. So they have a huge freaking team. So we actually are going to be splitting it up. At least I can see at least 8 shows out of this, easy.
Well, you gotta
Real
look at
easy.
it as not everybody does what me, Talia, and Ron do either with the demonology department. So
I'm excited to get to know you guys because I've been curious a lot, and every time I did go out, I would always have stuff that would come back, questions, and you just can't find all that correct stuff online anymore.
Yep.
I mean, you
well,
have
there's
to.
a lot of stuff that's online that shouldn't be there because it gets people to step into stuff they shouldn't be doing in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Bishop, speaking of
Absolutely.
which, I need to holler at you later after the show. I need a deep cleansing.
You got my number,
Get
Emilio,
doused
don't
with some
you?
holy water.
Yeah. If y'all guys don't know what I do for a living, I'm a mortuary driver. I go and pick up dead bodies for a living. People who've passed away in homes, murder victims.
You
If
should have
you
my
die, I'm the
number,
one who
Emilio.
picks you up.
So he's in
Huh?
the right field.
Yeah.
You
You
got
have
the
my
right.
number. I think I sent it to Emilio.
I kind of. Oh yeah. I got you.
Yeah, just
I'm
call me.
sure, yeah, I definitely will.
Water in the car.
Really great hobby, then. Definitely. Right field
Yeah.
to be in for a hobby. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Well, I want to say personally from the whole Pair Crew podcast, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank
We'll
you.
definitely be in touch
Anytime.
to set up this part 2. We already have the chat set up, so that makes it real easy.
Hopefully, we don't have more hiccups this time, and hopefully everything's right
I know,
on.
man. This was
I'm
great.
turning my,
This was
turning
awesome.
my phone off.
Thank
But,
you guys for
inside joke.
We'll get together a lot more. Just keep the messages going. You know.
Absolutely. So if you guys wanted to chill backstage, you're more than welcome to. If you want to call it a night, by all means. But we'll talk to you guys later. And again, thank you so much. It's been an honor. Much love to you guys.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, this is another definite 3-hour show. Easy.
Yep,
Easy,
definitely.
easy. So, all right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. If you were wondering about where Creepy Cryptids was, they postponed. Just had a lot going on. Just had a lot going on tonight. So,
And it's okay to take breaks. So
oh yeah,
sometimes it just
100%.
happens that way.
So, if you guys didn't hear what's going on, where have you been? But anyway, so tomorrow night we got at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, our boy Lurker, who's lurking right below here. This weirdo, this guy, who's going to be getting a Ouija board tattoo on his stomach. He has his own show. WTF is that Reactions. You can see it on YouTube. You can also find it on Facebook. We'll have it all over. And as always, guys, I want to say thank you so much for your continued love and support. And I also want to say thank you. Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
I was just going to do my wrap up.
I swear.
I was going to do my wrap up. But go ahead, Squeaks.
Oh, I was gonna say. So I wanted to bring up something that we are starting to partner with the Global Ghost Hunt. I'm kind of nervous at bringing it up, but I'm going to bring it up anyways. We are starting a whole another chapter with the Global Ghost Hunt. It's called Friends of the Global Ghost Hunt. I know it's kind of corny, but it's basically what that is. Anybody that has a spiritual gift or uh, basically anybody that's either an empath. Matt, help me out here because I'm like,
So basically, what Squeakers is Squeakers
I've
is
got a
trying
brain
to
fart
say.
again. Sorry,
Hey, that's my job.
mid
But
sentence.
so basically, what Squeakers came to me and Brian Laverty about is she's trying to set up a group of mediums, sensitives, anybody with gifts to help out with the global ghost hunt. For those of you who don't know what the global ghost hunt is, go back and watch the commercial because I'm not going over it again. But
Thank
it
you.
would be a 3-hour show. But basically, what it's going to be is it's just helping out. You're helping out on the metaphysical side of the global ghost hunt. If you are
There will
interested,
be some auditions for it though too,
Yep.
just because we got to
Yep.
pair you up with the right team.
Yep, 100%. So if you are interested, go ahead and message Squeaks. She will get you all set up, or you can find it Friends of the Global Ghost Hunt on Facebook.
Anybody can join. You don't have to be a part of the actual hunt. You can just join to figure out what's going on. We'll invite you and accept you. All that fun jazz stuff.
All that good stuff. So, but that's going to do it for tonight, guys. So don't forget to catch the Wednesday Paracrew podcast. And Squeaks, who do we got? Who do we got set up for Wednesday? You know I ask this every show.
I do. For this Wednesday, we have. Why is that like that?
Let me give you a hint.
Talking
It's
with the source.
AJ from Coventry Circle. And we're going to see if Robin can come on. But our
I'm just having
brother,
one of those days.
I'm having one of those years. But anyway, that's beside the point. But anyway, we're going to have AJ from Coventry Circle come on. And I can't wait to speak with our brother again. He's been doing a lot. He's been excited. And we'll see what kind of shenanigans we can get into. But Squeaks, thank you again for everything you do. And thanks for co-hosting with me tonight.
You're
So
welcome.
there's only one thing left for us to say, I think. Yeah, there is. So you guys have yourselves a great rest of your night. Have fun. Stay safe. And as always, happy hauntings.